let's go ahead and pull up Andy. Give me this bad boy right here. So Andy is at a very interesting spot right now. Let's go ahead and put it on like the 8 hour. Yeah, something like this. So Andy still has not broken out of its large range, okay? Which is bullish in the sense that there's a lot of upside here for the next leg higher. So you can draw this range a couple of different ways. We can either draw it to the top of this wick. Yeah, let's just do that. So here are the fibs on Andy, right? So if you draw Andy to the top of this range with the fibs, you still have not broken out of this long-term range. So that means that when we do get the eventual inevitable breakout from Andy out of this range, this would be one of our first targets. And these fibs are, I just want to make sure they're not in log. Yeah, okay, good. So these are the linear fibs. So the next linear fib on Andy, the first target's about $584 million market cap. Right now, Andy's at 187. Okay, so it's a little bit under a 5x. Not a bad return on the next leg up. And the difference between Andy and Wolf right now is the fact that Wolf has broken out of its long-term range and it did hit its 1.618, so it's already taken that next leg higher. So it's going to be a longer time before it loads its next leg up to the 2.618. So Andy still hasn't made that big move yet, which means that you're going to see that happen next before the other boys club. We also can do this. Let's get some different targets on here. Those are the linear fibs. In the bull market, because assets do tend to appreciate logarithmically as opposed to, or in a parabola as opposed to linearly, it's also good to put on log fibs. So let's do another set right here to this low. Come on, give me you rat. There it is. And let's make sure this is on logs. Yeah. So there is confluence right up here. Let me put this one fib. So that's 1.3 billion and 1.2 billion, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So Andy, from where it's at right now, that's a 10x on the 1.618. Now I know one of these fibs is probably in. Let me take off. There you go. That's how we want it. Okay. So this right here is the linear that we were just talking about fib. So that's the 584 million we were just talking about. The first 1.618 on the logarithmic fibs is this one right here, the 1.3 billion. And you guys see how much confluence there is right up in here. So the 4.2, the 3.618, and the 1.618, these are all hitting right in this range up in here. So this is where I would start saying this is probably going to be a local top, at least for this quarter, a Q1 or Q2 for Andy. So Andy still has all this confluence up in here around 1.2 to 1.4 billion dollar market cap. That's still a 10x on Andy. So if you're accumulating Andy right now and this cycle plays out how we plan on it playing out, that's a 10x on your money. 1,000 into 10,000, 10,000 into $100,000. That's no joke. That's no bullshit type of move. There's evidence that that's very possible because there's all this confluence on Andy right here. Literally 3 different fibs right in this area. So the way I would look at taking profits on something like this, and I'm only going to show it to you on Andy because I'm not going to give away too much juice for you animals. Yeah. But I will give you a little something to tease you. I would look at this and say, here's my blow off top on the short term on Andy. I'm looking to take profits in there. So I'm going to go something like this. And then I would do, so I would label a chart like this. God damn it.
And do.
And do. Take profits on and do. Right? So that's what I would be looking for, something like that. Now, depending on how quickly we get to this little area of confluence on these fibs, would also depend on whether or not I'm full stack G'ing or if I'm only taking 50% off the top and LPing the rest, etc. We'll see. But that, yeah, give him a little sneak peek. But this is what I'm looking at on Andy. So Andy is a great buy over the next, I would say, a week or two. Just where it's at in its market progression.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it inside the Taylor's code too. That I sent in a couple weeks ago. I sent in the charts for Land Wolf and Andy before we had this pullback, and it was super clear to see Land Wolf had already had its breakout up to the 1618, like you said. So yeah, Andy and Land Wolf. I mean, those are the two lower market cap coins. So for you guys that maybe aren't investing a ton of capital, those are the two Boys Club members you're primarily going to be focusing on, just because you have the most opportunity to do multiples on your investment. And between the two of them, yeah, I mean, Andy is definitely the clear buy. I mean, it's not to say that Land Wolf isn't going to do lots of multiples, at least a 10x from where it's at currently. But as far as in the short term, where you're going to get the best return as soon as possible, it's definitely going to be Andy, especially if you're investing a smaller amount of money right now.
Right. Exactly. So there you go. There you go, gentlemen. There's your plays for the week. That's what we got going on. If you're not already a part of the channel and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already liked the stream, even though we literally gave you free juice on how to make money, I'd appreciate a like on the stream. I'm sure Logan would too. And comment as well. Like, comment, subscribe on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys continue to get the juice throughout the cycle, because you're going to need people that are actually watching the markets on a daily basis, understand what's going on, able to trade together, able to invest together, so that you have an edge on everybody else in the market. Because the reality is, you have to have an edge. The reality is for you to make money, other people have to lose money. So make sure you're on the winning team as opposed to the losing team, which will be the vast majority of market participants if you haven't already figured that out. So subscribe for the content. If you're not already inside the Taylor's Code, the link is in the description. Join the group, the organization, become a part of the, like I was saying to Logan yesterday, become a part of the fraternity, the organization, the network, to be able to start making money with us in multiple different realms, whether it's crypto, whether it's sales, whether it's content creation, e-commerce, whatever it is that you're looking for to generate an income. We'll teach you how to do that online inside the Taylor's Code. And then once you're a part of the group and the organization, join the private crypto plays, which is a folder within the classroom in the school community. Join the private crypto plays and we'll get you added to our private group chat. So WhatsApp, where we're showing you what we're buying, when we're buying it, before we talking about it on YouTube, before we talking about it in the school community, and know what are the perfect entries or what are the best entries and where are the best times to exit the market, so that you can do it with us and be profitable and make money. Okay. Anything you want to add to that, Logan?
Yeah, I was going to say real quick. I think it's important to know yourself too. It's very easy for us to sit here and tell you whenever you're watching your portfolio go down 30-40% in the matter of a couple weeks. It's easy for us to sit here and tell you not to be emotional. But if you know yourself and you know that you're a pretty emotional person, it's very easy for you to capitulate when things are bad. You get in your head, you're checking your portfolio every 5 minutes because it's down and it's stressing you out. A good way to kind of take that stress off your shoulders and to kind of put yourself at least in a better headspace is, to have a community of people that are paying attention, that do know what's going on, that have a pretty good idea of what's to come, that can give you some reassurance and give you a little bit of peace of mind. So I think honestly, just for that aspect, if you know that this cycle so far, this past couple of weeks, it's really been stressing you out, take advantage. I mean, $25 a month, at least for the next couple of weeks before, we hit a certain member number. We're going to, obviously the price is going to go up, like Priyamo's mentioned multiple times, but just paying that extra money to have a peace of mind, to have a community that can give you some reassurance. You can ask questions directly to us. We can help take a little bit of that stress off your shoulders, so you're not missing out on hundreds of percents on your portfolio here over the next few months.